Last year, Airbnb has reported its most profitable fourth quarter yet, 2 years after they made a genius shift in how they invest in marketing. Today, we're talking about Airbnb's marketing investment strategy and the economic concept of assets and liabilities. Understanding this framework is crucial for the long-term profitability of startup companies. Here's why. Hi there, my name is Matt and I'm co-founder of Omnius, a holistic B2B SEO agency. We have the pleasure of collaborating with some of Europe's most innovative SaaS and Fintech companies, helping them grow healthy and at efficient economics. In a nutshell, we help startups become profitable and stay that way, which is kind of the purpose of this video as well. So, first things first. 90% of startups end up dead. There is a variety of reasons behind this, but one of the main ones is the fact that founders don't understand the core principles of economy. Today, we are talking about just that. In Europe, investments into startups dropped from 100 billion USD in 2021 to 45 billion in 2023, which is a 55% decrease. So, consequentially, capital is becoming harder to get and more expensive. On the other hand, the margin for errors in financial investments of startups became nano-small. That's exactly why startup founders need to have some sort of framework behind the investment decisions being made. This is where the assets versus liabilities concept comes into play. The concept of assets and liabilities is one of the fundamental laws of economy. It's not only applicable to, let's say, personal finance, but also to a categorization of business investments being made internally, such as business investments into user acquisition, specific product feature development, or a website design. When it comes to it, it's essential to understand the difference between assets and liabilities so you could understand whether or not your investments are justified. To begin, let's define assets and liabilities. Assets are items your company owns and that compound value through time. On the other hand, liabilities are what your company owes to other parties. Alright. That's just the definition. So let's now break it down with concrete examples. For instance, suppose you are considering investing in an apartment in London. In that case, real estate on a stable market is an asset because it will bring profits over time through the value increase, renting fees, and reduction of other costs. Conversely, a Range Rover is a liability because it will take the money out of your pocket through the value decrease, maintenance costs, interest rates of loans, and other expenses. The distinction between these two terms is essential when you're making up your mind whether some investment is worthwhile or not. And here comes the beauty of economics. All laws are logic-based, therefore they are universally applicable. So let's apply this concept to the world of marketing investments. More specifically, let's take an example of two user acquisition channels, paid advertising and SEO, and determine whether they are assets or liabilities. Number one, paid advertising. And here we'll talk about Facebook ads. Facebook's cost per click has a stable trend of increase through the years. At one point in the near past, the CPC has increased by as much as 47% in just 2 years, with a decreasing trend of return on ad spend. This means that as time goes on, the cost of using PPC channel will increase linearly, and at some point the value of it will decrease. Therefore, PPC is a liability because its cost increases over time and its value decreases. Number two, search engine optimization. On the other hand, SEO compounds value through time. When done right, it comes with a stably increasing month-to-month growth rate and without linearly rising costs. Consequently, the amount you pay for every organic click is decreasing over time. Once you've reached a particular number of visitors through SEO, let's use the benchmark of 60,000 monthly visitors, and let's say you've reached it in January. With SEO, you won't need to spend big bucks to get them again in February, because contrary to paid ads, it compounds value through time. So, what's the verdict? In difference to Facebook ads, SEO is actually an asset, because its value increases over time and its average costs decrease over time. Additionally, SEO is an owned media channel, which means that you are investing into a channel that you own and control, your website, which is another argument in favor of this acquisition strategy. We at Omnius usually reach this number of 60,000 organic monthly visitors in 6 to 8 months on our SaaS and Fintech projects. You can visit omnius.so and learn more, as we have data-backed case studies explaining that whole process in depth. And now, grand finale. Let's put this principle into a real-life perspective. We'll take Airbnb as an example. How Airbnb switched from investing into marketing liabilities to investing into assets. At the end of 2022, Airbnb has reported its most profitable Q4 ever, 2 years after they made a radical shift. 2 years prior, Airbnb decided to deprioritize performance marketing and start educating users, pure content marketing. They wrote 600,000 articles in 2022. According to company's CEO, this meant marketing investments to drive awareness and educate users about Airbnb's new services and offerings. Adjusted EBITDA reached 506 million in the last 3 months of this financial year, up from 333 million a year prior, which is a 24% year-on-year increase. This was Airbnb's highest 4-quarter revenues to date. As claimed by the company, the move away from buying customers to educating them grew direct bookings and the retention, which consequently grew profits significantly. Sounds like a rock-solid investment into assets, right? So, at the center of everything we talked about today is the compound value. Let's end it with the quote that describes it best. Albert Einstein referred to the compounding interest as the world's eighth wonder. Those who understand it earn it, and those who don't will pay it. Thanks for watching today's video. Please don't be shy to subscribe to Omnius channel and visit us at omnius.so. See you soon.